Okay, so let's this is a quick exercise. It's not very difficult, but it's a good exercise to help you think a little bit about countable, uncountable words, singular or plural, those things we were talking about last Monday. So let's begin. Well, this is the example. I had my camera, but I didn't take any photographs. So we have to put this in the plural because it's an accountable word. It's countable. 1 photograph, 2 photographs. So countable words can go to the plural. Uncountable cannot. So let's see number 2, beginning with Daniela.
There are 7 days in a week.
In a week. Week. Yeah, Wick. Wick, na verdade, é um filme que está em cartaz agora com o Keanu Reeves, não é?
Okay.
Wick.
I thought that the same
pronunciation.
Yeah, pronunciation.
No, it's different. This week is a long vowel, week, and wick is a short vowel. So, Danny, could you repeat these 2 words?
There are 7 days in a week.
Week.
Sorry, week.
Yeah, this is a very important difference between the 2 vowels because we talked about this, right? Shit and sheet, bitch and beach. So if you mispronounce this long vowel, it sounds like something else, right? So it's important really to punctuate your long vowels. Week, beach, sheet, etc. Number 3, David.
A vegetarian is a person who doesn't eat meat.
Meat, outra vogal longa aqui. Meat. Yeah. Number 4, Bruna, are you there?
Yes.
Yes, okay. So number 4, Bruna.
Outside the cinema, there was I don't know what's the meaning of queue.
That's exactly the word that you should use here.
Okay.
Queue. Queue is the same as a queue. For example, if you go to the bank, you have to wait in a queue or in a line.
A line. Okay.
Yeah.
A queue. A queue of people waiting to see the film.
A queue. They have to use a here. Yes, in the singular.
Okay.
Danny, number 5.
I'm not very good at writing letters.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Number 6, David.
Last night I went out with some people of mine.
No, people of mine, só se você tiver escravos. Slaves.
Friends, sorry.
Some friends of mine.
Yes. I didn't find a friend before.
Yeah. Number 7, Bruna.
There were very few, I don't know, space, no?
Não, few significa poucos, então é necessariamente alguma coisa contável. Few books, few, I don't know, clouds, few tem que ser alguma coisa que tenha plural.
Ok.
E space não tem plural. Space teria que ser a little space. Little é para coisas incontáveis.
Okay.
Few é para coisas contáveis. A few books, for example.
A few peoples.
É people, não precisa do S, porque people já é plural.
Ok. A few
Ou,
people.
poderia falar persons.
Okay.
Yeah.
In town today, the streets were almost empty.
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 Okay. Number 8, Danny.
I'm going out for a walk. I need some fresh air.
Fresh air. Okay.
The number just put the some.
I need
So
some.
just yeah.
Yeah, some fresh air. Yeah, some is very good for uncountable words. You can use it with countable too. Some books. Yeah, you can use some for countable, but it's very often used with uncountable words. Some air, some coffee, some sugar, some rice, some information, some advice. This is very common for uncountable. David, number 9.
Gary always wants things quickly. He hasn't got much language?
No,
Oh,
because
patience, sorry.
patience, yes.
Patience, yes, patience.
Patience.
Uh,
Much é usado para incontáveis. So, much patience, much coffee, much time, much information. Much is only for uncountable. Se fosse a countable word, por exemplo, ele não tem muitos amigos, como é que diria? He hasn't got many friends, né? Countable, coisas que tem plural, daí seria many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So people, I have a regular meeting now at 8:30.
Oh yeah, usually you have to leave at 8:30, right? On Wednesdays. Okay.
Okay, so thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.
See you, David. See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
So Bruna, number 10.
I think it's going to rain. Do you have an umbrella I could borrow? That's it.
Very good. And Danny?
Your microphone is...
Yeah. Your microphone.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you speak any foreign language?
Language like this?
Languages.
Languages, yes. Languages. Yeah. Do you speak any foreign languages? And Bruna?
Our flat is very small. We haven't got much space.
Haven't got much space. Uncountable. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Right, so here's a little bit to think. When do you use the word in the plural? Uncountable words in the singular? Alguma delas soou estranho para vocês na hora de fazer o exercício? Alguma assim soou, não, eu teria errado, I would have made a mistake here? Or you
I
were...
think that's foreign.
Yeah.
I hope that some s or some or the word some or a little bit something in before language that makes me choose the plural word,
tem aqui o any. Ó, any. Do you speak any foreign languages? Yeah. Any e some.
That's right.
Yeah. É que como é uma pergunta, na pergunta a gente pode usar o any. Any vai na negativa, né? I don't speak any foreign languages. Do you speak any foreign languages? E na afirmativa eu uso some. I speak some foreign languages. Yeah.
Okay.
So any é como
That's
some,
right.
só que é na negativa e na interrogativa. All right. Okie dokie. So Danny, you arrived a little late, so you didn't have a chance to speak, because David and Bruna, they told us some story. They told us about last week. They said David talked about his cats, and he talked about his house, and he talked about his bicycle. Bruna talked about her daughter. Her daughter went to the hospital, and now she's getting better. She took some medication. And how about you? What would you like to talk about? So you can tell us a little bit about your life, your work. Take this opportunity to speak for a couple of minutes, 3 minutes.
Okay. There's no news in my life, but yesterday when I went to office here at Rio, we received, I don't know how to say it, but we received our CEO. Called Bruno. Yeah. I don't know if Bruna knows him, but and then we go out for our lunch, and I don't know.
Eduardo?
No, Eduardo is a president, right?
Okay.
Civolani is a CEO. That's right. I don't know if I'm telling
He's the CEO. He's the CEO. The
CEO. Yeah.
CEO. CEO. Yeah.
I didn't meet. Yeah.
Mhm.
CEO, it's wrong. That when I saw CEO,
Yeah, CEO,
like
yeah, CEO, yeah, CEO. There is a little pause.
okay,
CEO.
I
Yeah.
have to say every letter. Okay. Then we go out for lunch and she pays. I love it. And by the afternoon, we how do I say PG? Like a delivery,
To
you know,
order.
order. And then by the afternoon, we order some cake and that's it. I don't have any news. I think that I have some news, but that's it. I think.
Okay.
Danny, do you have changed your house? It's you?
Yeah, I've changed it. There's some
You moved
months.
to São Paulo or Rio?
No, I'm living at Rio, and I continue living at Rio.
Okay.
And I just moved the neighborhood.
Okay.
I
Okay.
live at some place, and and now I'm live at another neighborhood, and that's it.
Okay. I put in the chat now some sentences that you made, Danny, that we can make some corrections. So you say, she was at Rio, I live at Rio. You use a lot of preposition at, and this is not correct for a city. When you're talking about a city or even a bairro or a neighborhood, where do you live? You live, what neighborhood? Yeah, you live in...
I live Tijuca.
In Tijuca, yeah. So for city and neighborhood is in, right? In Rio, in Tijuca, yeah. Okay. And you were talking about this story that happened yesterday. So this is in the past. Yesterday, right?
Okay.
It was
Yeah.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you use the verbs in the present. So how could you correct that? You have to put the verbs in the past to tell the story that happened yesterday.
We go out for a lunch in the present.
How's the past?
I don't know how to say.
What's the past of go? What's the past of go?
But get out, it's like a...
No, get out is not the past of go. Bruna, do you know the past of go?
Went.
Went. Yeah. We went out.
I can say the out before the went.
We went
Not
out.
just we went for a lunch.
We went for lunch
out.
is okay. We went for lunch is okay. Or we went out for lunch. We went to a restaurant also. We went to a restaurant. Mas we went out for lunch é bem comum. É uma forma bem comum de se falar assim, nós fomos almoçar. We went out for lunch. That's good in the past. And
he paid it.
Paid. Was it a man or a woman? Because you said she is the CEO.
She, no, it's he.
It's a man, okay. He paid. He paid.
He paid.
Yeah. And I loved it. I loved it.
Oh my God, I said everything in the present.
In the present, you said everything in the present. Yes, except ordered. Ordered, you said correctly. We ordered some cake, that was correct. But all the other verbs are used in the present. So this is something to think about when you're talking about a story in the past. Try to remember to use the verbs in the past. Sometimes we don't remember the form, right? Sometimes we don't remember particularly the irregular verbs. It's difficult to remember. Talvez por isso, porque ordered is a regular verb, so that's easy to remember. And go or pay are irregular, so maybe you go, oh my God, I don't know these verbs in the past, so I'll use the present anyway, it's easier. So,
tanto que when you ask me for a past verb, I say I talk to you the right form, you know. But
You
when
did.
I will talk, just
Yeah, because you want to tell the story. You're not concerned about the grammar, right? You don't want to worry about the grammar. You just want to tell the story. But this is something to practice, to start practicing because, you know, we tell stories all the time, and it's important to use the verbs in the past when you're telling a story about the past. Usually stories are in the past, right? So
Okay.
it's important to practice that because it is more comfortable, right? Let's do all the verbs in the present, and then I don't have to worry about the verbs. But to improve, to make your English more correct, more fluent, it's a pain in the ass to have to worry about verbs in the past, but it's, you know, it's the best way to structure your sentences. So anyway, okay, so very nice. So is the CEO, is he Brazilian? His name is Bruno. Is he Brazilian?
Yeah, but when Bruna asked me about his name, I just confused, and I will check now.
Okay.
What is the cargo?
His position.
His position? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, Bruno, I know.
You know him.
Yes.
You know him, Bruna.
Operation director.
Yeah.
Yeah, CEO.
So is he the CEO or the COO?
I think the CEO.
Yeah,
COO?
yeah,
COO.
yeah.
Chief Operations
COO.
Officer. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, not CEO, Chief Executive Officer. Okay.
operation. Yeah.
So he's the COO. That's why it's important to say every letter. When you have an abbreviation, usually you say all the letters because otherwise it can be confusing. CEO, COO. Yeah. 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 Okay. Very good. What else? Well, maybe we can practice telling stories in the past a little bit, so we can practice these verbs in the past. So just a second. Let me show you. Where is that? I have to go up. Let me show you a list of verbs, irregular verbs in the past. And we can check these verbs, which ones you know, which ones you don't, you're not sure about, you don't feel confident. And then we can tell some stories in the past, okay? I think it's a good practice for both of you. Do you agree? Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do that. Let me open a page here where I have these verbs. List of irregular verbs. Ai, aquele pesadelo, né? The nightmare from when you were in high school. You have to memorize the irregular verbs. Did your teachers ask you to memorize irregular verbs or not?
All my life in the English course and at school.
Yeah, it's
some verbs I still remember.
So these are some very common everyday verbs in English. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can
Yeah?
hear you.
I had the impression I was kind of weird. My internet was weird, but now it's okay. Okay. So, so here's a list of very common verbs in the past, right? So let's look at this first column here. Which ones are you don't know if you know? It's like, which one? Okay, which ones do you know? Which ones are easy for you? First column.
Ate.
Eat.
First column. Eat.
Yeah.
Ate.
Eat, ate is easy. Okay.
Yeah. Do, did.
Do, did is easy.
I think that's it. But if no, I don't know how to say it.
How about you, Bruna? Do you see any other verbs that are easy for you in the first column?
Broke.
Break, broke is easy. Okay.
Yeah.
All
Fall
right.
and feel. Find and found.
Okay, second column. Okay. So second column already. So these are easy for you. Fall is easy, Bruna, or difficult?
Yeah.
Fall is easy. Fall is
Easy.
usually difficult for people. How about for you, Danny? Is fall easy for you?
Not at all.
Not at all.
I could remember.
Fall is
Find and
difficult.
found, it's easy for me because I heard so much this at music.
Yeah, right. Find and found is easy. Okay. Bruna, for you, fall is easy, but usually it's difficult for students to remember fall. Porque as pessoas confundem com feel. Fall, as pessoas geralmente confundem com feel, né? Então, what's the past of feel? Eu senti ontem, eu senti uma dor.
Felt.
Yeah. So the feel, felt. People get confused with fall, fell. E como é que é na terceira coluna? Eu tenho caído. I have fallen.
Falling.
Yeah, these usually people get confused. Okay, so what else is difficult for you, Danny, on the second column?
Difficult, I guess. Flew.
Fly, flew, yeah. Do you agree, Bruna?
Yeah.
Yeah, fly, flew, usually difficult. A gente, quando aprende o fly, flew, é bom aprender junto com know, knew, porque eles são parecidos, ó. Eu coloquei em azul são os fáceis.
Here is difficult to
Here
me.
is difficult, okay.
Yeah.
Here, heard. I heard a story yesterday. Yeah.
I heard. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me which ones are difficult. Primeira coluna e segunda. First and second column. Which ones are particularly difficult for you?
Brought and bought. I get confused.
Brought. I brought a cake to my house yesterday. I bought a new car last week. Caught?
Caught.
Yeah. How many fish did you catch in the ocean? I caught many fish. Yeah. And the second column, any others are difficult? Go and went. Go and went, por mais que seja super simples, geralmente, muitas vezes as pessoas esquecem. Porque confunde com get, talvez. Get, got, go, went, maybe. Yeah. Get, got, go, went. Como é que é a terceira coluna de go? I have
Gone.
Gone. Very good. Okay, what else? Forget, tem o get aqui. Give. Any others that are difficult?
No.
Terceira
No.
coluna, third column here. Any ones that's difficult?
Ring.
Ring, rang. Também é bom aprender junto com sing. Será que tem aqui sing? Não tem. Ring,
Meet and
rangs.
met. Probably you use meet in the past.
Oops. Meet, met. Yeah, met é o passado, né? I met some people yesterday. Ok. Leave, left, as pessoas também às vezes esquecem. Eu deixei meu filho na escola ontem. I left my child at home. I left my keys in the office. Deixei as chaves em casa. I left my keys. E quarta coluna, column number 4.
Stand. Speak.
And speak, spoke. He spoke to me yesterday. Sell. I sold my car before I moved to, before I moved to Germany, I sold my car.
Sítio.
Sat. She sat down when the meeting was beginning. She sat down. Yeah.
I don't remember this verb. Sat.
Yeah, sit down. Usually é sit down, né? Geralmente é com down.
Yeah.
Sit down, sat down. Sleep, slept é outro que as pessoas esquecem. Okay, so now you guys have to tell me a story in the past, something that happened last week, last month, last year. You can use these verbs. Posso tirar essas coisinhas todas? Se vocês enxergam os verbos melhor. Okay.
Please.
Yeah. Okay, so who would like to begin? Do you have a story about last year, your last holidays, your last job, last month, last week, yesterday? I don't know, the weekend?
I left my daughter in school. I don't know.
I left my daughter in school yesterday. When was it?
No, twice weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Okay. And what happened?
Because now she's sick.
Eu deixei minha filha na escola há 2 semanas?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Há 2 semanas atrás, né?
Mas o que você quer falar em português? Qual que é o verbo em
Ok,
português?
ok.
Eu
Não.
deixei a minha filha? Eu levei.
Deixei, levei.
Ah, então teria que ser took.
Took,
É
yeah.
o passado de take.
Uhum.
I took my daughter to school. Daí seria to school. I took my daughter to school 2 weeks ago, and anything happened? And did she like it? Did she have a good time in school? Did she eat well?
Yeah. She was very adaptation. I don't know.
She was very adapted.
Adapted, yeah.
Okay. She was very happy in school.
Yeah, and now she's crying.
Now she's crying. I can hear her. She was coughing. Yeah. I'm sorry. And how about you, Danny? What can you tell me about some story in the past, some sentences about the past in your life?
On New Year to 22 to 23, I can say this.
On New Year 22, 20, no.
23. How do I say when I
to 20? Yeah, to 23. Yeah.
Okay. I went to Serra do Funil at Minas.
In Minas.
In Minas, right?
Só uma dica, o at, Dani, que você usa bastante o at, né? O at, você só usa, quando que você usa o at é muito usado, mas ele é usado quando você está em algum lugar, assim, a gente fala de, você está lá para fazer a função que aquele lugar existe. Então, você pode falar, I was at the theater, por quê? Porque eu estava no teatro para ver uma peça. I was at the restaurant, eu estava no restaurante para comer uma refeição. I was at the airport, para pegar um avião. Então, o at é só quando você está num lugar que tem uma função, o lugar, e você está lá para fazer aquela função. Mas se for cidade, estado, país, não sei o quê, é in. In São Paulo, in Minas, in Rio, in New York, etc. So I was in Minas, okay.
In Minas, I went to Serra do Funil in Minas with some friends, and that rained.
And it rained.
It rained all day long, and we just sat at home. At home.
At home.
We sat at home, and Get drunk.
É passado de get. Passado de get?
I forgot. Got drunk.
Yeah. Very good. Did you eat well? Did you eat a lot?
Yeah,
We?
we have eaten. We have eaten.
Não present perfect. Só simple past. Só o verbo no passado.
We ate. We ate
Hmm?
all day
lot.
long and
All day long.
a
Yeah.
lot.
And did you sleep well?
No, because there's so much insects
Okay. So many
that
insects.
I don't know
Yeah.
how to say. But deixa eu ver. Let me see it. It was a trap, cilada. I don't know.
The house was not a good. It was
No,
it was a tourist trap.
tourist trap. Not a trap. I don't know how to say, but it's not a bad way. It's just that the climate and not contribute.
Não, então não é. Tourist trap é quando um lugar tá de sacanagem. Sabe, um restaurante que cobra muito caro porque é muito
No,
turístico.
no,
That's
no.
a
It's
tourist.
not a bad thing, but it's not. It's just a bad luck.
Okay, it was. Daí não tem A porque luck é incontável, né? Então it was bad luck. Yeah, it was bad luck. Okay,
bad luck.
very good. It was just bad luck. Yeah, okay. But you got drunk and you celebrated New Year, so that was okay. Okay. So it's important to practice telling stories in the past, remembering the verbs in the past. It's a little, sometimes it's difficult because you don't remember the verb. Oh, how is the verb in the past? But by making these mistakes that you learn these verbs. It's important to make mistakes. Just make mistakes and then be correct, and that's okay. All right. So, okay, guys. So any questions about this?
No, just practice.
Just practice. Yeah. Okay. So I'll see you next week on Monday.
And next week, our class will be on Monday and Thursday.
Normal, Monday and Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay.
Segunda e terça, Monday and Tuesday. Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect. Bye, Dani. Have a great weekend, or have a great week, and then the weekend.
Have a great week too.
Thanks.
And
Bye.
see you. Bye.